Hello students, today I am here with differentiation part 5 and in this part we are going to discuss differentiation of a function with respect to another function. Means if you want to differentiate u with respect to v, where u and v both are separate functions. Until now we have learned only derivative of a function with respect to variable. Now we shall learn in this section derivative of a function with respect to another function. And one more thing that we shall learn is second order derivative. Then now we shall start our class. Now differentiate log sin x with respect to under root cos x. Okay, here derivative is of a function with respect to another function. Let u is equal to log sin x and v is equal to under root cos x. Du upon dx is equal to dy by dx log sin x. dv upon dx is equal to dy dx under root cos x. Now du upon dx is equal to derivative of log sin x. Simply log sin x will be 1 upon sin x and the derivative of sin x again will be cos x. So this is cos x upon sin x is equal to cot x, and derivative of under root cos x is 1 upon 2 root cos x, and further derivative of cos x is minus sin x. Now use this formula, du upon dv is equal to du upon dx divided by dv upon dx, which is further equal to cot x divided by minus sin x upon 2 root cos x. After solving you will get this result. Now second order derivative. Second order derivative is nothing but finding once again differentiation of first order derivative. Means if we differentiate first order derivative with respect to x, then we shall get second order derivative. Okay, here is an example which is question of exercise 5.7 your NCERT book. Find second order derivative of x cos x. Here let y is equal to x cos x. This implies dy by dx is equal to d by dx of x cos x. Now which is equal to x into minus sin x plus cos x, which is equal to minus x sin x plus cos x. Now further differentiating, it means d2y by dx2 is equal to dy dx of dy by dx of x minus x sin x plus cos x, which is further equal to minus d by dx x sin x plus d by dx cos x. Okay, now this is your required answer. I hope it is clear to all. Okay, now move to next question, which is question number 11. Y is equal to 5 cos x minus 3 sin x. Prove that d2y by dx2 plus y is equal to 0. Now first find the first derivative. Dy by dx is equal to minus 5 sin x minus 3 cos x. Further differentiating it, d2y by dx2 is equal to minus 5 cos x plus 3 sin x, and which is equal to minus, taking minus as common, 5 cos x minus 3 sin x. Okay, and you know that this is y, What is y? Y is 5 cos x minus 3 sin x. So simply substitute here y. You will get d2y by dx2 is equal to minus y, and which implies d2y by dx2 plus y is equal to 0. Hence proved. Okay. Now move to question number 12. In question number 12, we need to find d2y by dx2 in terms of y alone. Here y is cos inverse x. Solution: y is equal to cos inverse x. Using inverse trigonometric function, cos y is equal to x. Now differentiating both sides with respect to x. d by dx of cos y is equal to d by dx of x. This implies minus sin y dy by dx is equal to 1, because derivative of x will be 1. Further, dy by dx is equal to minus 1 upon sin y, which is again equal to minus cosec y. Okay. Now differentiating this with respect to x again, it means we need to find d2y by dx2. d2y by dx2 is equal to dy by dx of dy by dx, which is equal to dy by dx of minus cosec y is equal to dy by dy minus cosec y into dy by dx. Okay. So now substitute here. dy by dx is equal to minus cosec y. d2y by dx2 is equal to, and derivative of cosec y will be minus cosec y minus cot y, and dy by dx is minus cosec y. Ultimately we shall get minus cosec square y cot y. Okay. Now move to question number 16. If e raised to the power y into x plus 1 is equal to 1, then so that d2y by dx2 is equal to dy by dx whole squared. Solution: express e to power y in terms of x plus 1 upon x plus 1. Now differentiating both sides, d by dx of e to power y is equal to d by dx of 1 upon x plus 1, which is further equal to e to power y dy by dx, and derivative of 1 upon x plus 1 will be minus 1 upon x plus 1 squared. Now from this relation, 1 upon x plus 1 can be written as e to power y. So replace here. After replacing, you will get minus e to power y whole squared. Okay. Now 1 exponent here and 2 exponent here will get cancelled. Okay. Then dy by dx is equal to minus e to power y. dy by dx of dy by dx is equal to minus dy by dx of e to power y, which is in turn d2y by dx2 is equal to minus e to power y dy by dx. Okay. Now replace here e to power y by dy by dx, because here is e to power y dy by dx, this one. So after writing here minus dy by dx and minus sign is already present outside, it will make it positive. d2y by dx2 is equal to dy by dx into dy by dx. Now d2y by dx2 is equal to dy by dx whole square. Hence proved. Now move to next question. Question number 17. If y is equal to tan inverse x whole squared, show that x squared plus 1 whole squared y2 plus 2x into x squared plus 1 y1 is equal to 2. We need to prove here this one. Okay. So first differentiate. y1 stands for first derivative, y2 stands for second derivative. Okay, we can also write first derivative as y dash and second derivative as y double dash. I hope you understood it. Now after differentiating tan inverse x whole squared, y1 will become 2 tan inverse x divided by 1 plus x squared, and further differentiating it,
y2 is equal to d by dx 2 tan inverse x upon 1 plus x square. Just using u upon v method, and after solving it you will get this result. Okay, now look at tan inverse x, tan inverse x. Okay, and it is 2x tan inverse x. 2 tan inverse x can be written as 1 plus x square into y1. If you cross multiply it, 2 tan inverse x is equal to 1 plus x square into y1. Okay, so put here 2 into 1 minus x into 1 plus x squared into y1. Now after simplifying it, you will get the required result. Okay, now take an example of second order derivative of parametric functions. Here is an example of parametric functions, and in this one we need to find second order derivative at theta is equal to pi by 2. So first find dx upon d theta, later on dy upon d theta. Now dy by dx is equal to dy upon d theta divided by dx upon d theta is equal to minus a sin theta whole divided by a into 1 minus cos theta. Further, sin theta can be written as 2 sin theta by 2 into cos theta by 2, and you know that 1 minus cos theta is equal to 2 sin square theta by 2. Okay, and one more formula is 1 plus cos theta is equal to 2 cos square theta by 2. Okay, now after simplifying it you will get minus cot theta as your answer. Okay, now objective is to find our objective is to find second order derivative. So differentiate dy by dx again with respect to x. Now you shall get d by dx minus cot theta by 2, but variable of this is theta, and in operator it is x. So we can't differentiate x with respect to theta. So by chain rules, first change it into d by d theta, and to compensate this one, write here d theta upon dx. Okay, now d theta uh, derivative of minus cot theta will be 1 by 2 cosec square theta by 2. Here it is, and d theta upon dx can be written as 1 upon dx upon d theta. Further, this minus and minus will get plus, so 1 by 2 cosec square theta into 1 upon a into 1 minus cos theta. Now simplifying 1 minus cos theta, we can write 1 minus cos theta as 2 sin square theta by 2. Further, if we take it in numerator, then this will be cosec to power 4 theta by 2 divided by 4a. Now put theta is equal to pi by 2, so you shall get d2y by dx2 is 1 upon a. Now take one more question example. If log y is equal to log x plus under root x squared plus 1 whole squared, okay, then we need to show that 1 plus x squared 1 plus x squared d2y by dx2 plus x dy by dx is equal to 2. Okay, now dy by dx, differentiating both sides with respect to x, d by dx of this one. After differentiating, you will get 2 log x plus under root x squared plus 1 into 1 upon x plus under root x squared plus 1 into 1 plus 2x upon 2 under root x square plus 1. After simplifying it, this will get cancelled by this one. So finally we got 2 log x plus x squared plus 1 whole divided by x squared plus 1. Now squaring both sides, okay, after squaring this will become dy by dx whole squared is equal to 4 times log x plus under root x squared plus 1 whole squared divided by x squared plus 1. Now students, cross multiply x square plus 1, then it will multiply second derivative like this, and this total will be equal to y, because it is given in question this is y. So we can write here this is y, and finally it will be 4y. Move to next step. Okay, further differentiating it with respect to x. Now after differentiating, take this one as u and this one as v. Okay, so first differentiate second one, so leave first one as it is. So its derivative 2 dy by dx into d2y by dx2 plus dy by dx whole squared into x square plus 1 derivative will be 2x. Okay, so now we can rearrange it. We can take common from these two in LHS. 2 dy by dx is as common. So in bracket it will be x squared plus 1 into d2y by dx2 plus x dy by dx is equal to 4 times dy by dx. Now this 2 will cut 4 as 2. Now dy by dx is get cancelled by this one. Okay, so finally what we go get this x square plus 1 into d2y by dx2 plus x into dy by dx is equal to 2. So our answer is this one, hence proved. I hope you might be able to solve it again. Okay, so children, keep practicing, keep watching videos more and more times so that you could clear your concept. Okay, we will be right back with a new video. Till then, thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you.